supposed to go on until 2:00, Tom.
It's 2:00, Rod, right
Yeah,
now.
I got it at 2.
Live. What's happening, everybody? How's everybody doing? Josh, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good, Thomas.
Lots to talk about today. Jeep's got another blizzard.
Let's get this thing right off the bat. Jeep, a lot of snow. Okay, good. That's good. Good enough. Okay. Let's get right to like the meat.
I had 2 sweaters on over this, but I was so hot because as soon as I got home from the rink, I had to shovel for an hour just to get in the house. And I'm scared.
It looks like it's snowing where Mel is too. Or that.
Mel, so is that one of those pretty boy lumberjack shirts, or is that really like an active lumberjack shirt?
You know, like they say, urban cowboy.
Yeah.
Urban lumberjack.
What is it?
Tom, you were born in Northern Ontario on Maggie's farm, correct?
Southern Ontario, but okay.
Yeah, everybody's got to have a lumberjack shirt. It's coming back into style.
Yeah, but so that's the most ones. Are you going to grow a beard too?
No, just visualize Tom walking down the street with this shirt on, black skinny jeans, black boots. Come on.
Is that what you had on in that video that Billy Contradidiac was laughing in, falling over the fence?
That was Victoria again. That was just after I finished shopping. Yeah.
Shopping. Must have bought that shirt. That's why.
You know who sent? Just so you know, I'll tell you who sent me that video. I think he went over to Billy's house, Doug DeVito.
Danny. Yeah. Danny's storing the shit again.
Yeah.
Is he tall? I think Danny's taller. Is he short like the other DeVito?
No, my boy Dougie, he's a big man. He's a big man.
Is he? He's not short. He's not short like Danny DeVito.
No, big man. Big man inside out.
Danny DeVito is suing the city of New York. You know that, right?
Sidewalks too close.
Sidewalks, curbs too high.
Oh, that too. But they built the sidewalks too close to his ass.
Hold on here. Larry Miller looks like. Hold on, he looks like the beef stew guy. That's right.
Jinx, if you had any style, you go out and buy one right now. It's from Jack and Jones. Hey, Jack and Jones, not Jack and Jill.
I'm going just like that from Costco.
There you go. What'd you pay?
Oh, about $19.99.
Yeah, probably. This is slightly higher.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Hey,
1997.
Are you wearing blue?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got multiple colored shirts. Yeah.
No, but are you all right?
Yeah,
all right.
That's what it's like to do, Mel.
I'm gonna run. Okay, at some point here, when Mel starts the soliloquy, I'm gonna get mine too.
Yeah,
it's coming.
All right, we need to have a Ron Duguay update. So I had posted a picture of him on my Sunday cooking show. He wasn't too happy about it. I was promoting the fact that he and Sarah were a couple. But then in yesterday's New York Post, the two of them are walking hand in hand into the court. So apparently it is a real deal. I have not been gotten confirmation. Sarah, non-vaccinated Palin.
Oh, Sarah Palin. Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Tommy, you're a professional at that. Like, how is that long distance going to work when he's in Florida and she's in New York? Like, can you explain?
He's in Alaska. She's just in court in New York right now.
Yeah, she lives in Alaska.
Florida to Alaska. How's that going to work, Tom? You've been
love conquers all, Larry.
Yeah,
love conquers all. It's just, you can just go.
Maybe Deuce. I know Deuce could play for that team. What was that team called?
The Mystery Alaska.
He wants to make a comeback.
Oh, he wants to play still. He still thinks he can play too.
Oh, he can. Yeah. Well, Sean Avery's coming back.
How about Marty St. Louis? Never coached before. Well, I guess he coached one game in the NHL. He's coaching Montreal Canadiens now. Your team, Mel.
What do you think, Mel?
Well, the roving reporter Richard Spaziano text or messaged me. I said, he's got no experience. Like, what is Montreal thinking?
He would have probably coached Jeff Gorton's son around here. He was doing a lot of coaching in youth hockey, and I'm pretty sure that's where they knew each other, but also with the Rangers.
His son plays at Northeastern University with the GMs, 2 of the GM's sons.
Oh,
as well as the GM used to be Vincent Lecavier's agent, and they were so they've known each other for quite a while. I read that this morning.
Oh, wow. Huh.
So Martin St. Louis was coaching his kid in
up in here in Connecticut, and then in Connecticut, and then James was filling in the other stuff, the other connection as well.
The other son is at Northeastern University with the Montreal general
How old
manager.
are the kids he was coaching up in Connecticut?
13 years old.
13.
Yeah.
That verifies that he's coach material right in the NHL. Jump right to the NHL. Gee,
Hey, some guys can do it. Some guys can do it. So I will say this on the positive, super great career. I think saw a lot as a player, passionate, maybe a different Montreal said, hey, let's go against the grain and do something different.
Yeah.
I do think the assistant coaches will be doing the majority of the system or coaching part. And
well, finally, they give somebody else a chance instead of recycling all these morons.
Well, here's the big problem though. They're going to need like a step stool for him. He's like to see up over the players, right?
Well, there'll be a bench for the guys to sit on. There'll be a bench higher up.
Right. Yeah, because he won't be able to see over the boards.
Guys stand up. They're going to go. Oh, the coach left. Oh no, he's back there.
I can't wait to see a picture from the video, like a camera angle, and they're gonna have to get the camera up higher. Where is he? Is the coach on the bench?
That's like the bench in the Calgary Corral. Remember, we had to play.
Yes, there was 3 tiers. You had three benches. The fourth line was on the top bench.
Yeah,
and I think you'd work your way down.
When I was up there.
Yeah.
How about the little press conferences I have too? That'd be cute. I think it's just his head peeking up over the table there.
Down over his ears.
Just there he is.
My feeling is this: it's there's 40 games left, 35 games left. Is that many NHL games left? Something like that.
Yeah.
And they know they're going to be. Maybe they're going for the first pick overall, but I mean, they know the season's a wash. It's all about they're going out. They didn't hire him past this season. So they just said, maybe they want a different viewpoint behind the bench. They want, I heard one reporter said, you know what, they want him there to
speak French,
get a feel. Yeah. Well, he speaks French, but get a feel for what the players are really like. Like you don't really know until you're in the dressing room. Who are the the key cogs on the team? Who are the guys who, maybe you don't know what they're really like, or they don't seem what they're like as far as moving forward. Who are you going to keep? Who you're going to get rid of?
What's that one kid they got? Young kid, 19 or 20, played in the playoffs last year.
Big kid.
That kid who was
Caulfield.
Cole Caulfield.
Yeah.
Right from the guy who never watched hockey.
I've never watched the game.
Mr. Lumberjack.
Yeah, he last year I guess he played pretty well, but this year he kind of
he struggled this year big time.
Yeah. Well, they figured out after a while, he's not that big a kid.
And then they fired Tippett today in Edmonton as well, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't the Beatles broke up, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah. This is a news show, Ron. We're trying to make sure everybody knows the facts.
Well, the Beatles broke up.
I watched the last 2 Edmonton games.
Yeah.
Wow. I think the worst defense. I mean, they are blaming it all on goaltending. Mike Smith was outstanding last night. It should have been 10-1. I have never seen a worse defense. Defending in the D zone, finding coverage, getting sticks. It was incredible. Chicago looked like the Red Army team in their prime. But I mean, Nurse plays huge minutes, way too much. So he I don't know if he's a good defender, but he plays 30 minutes a game. CC, who they got from Ottawa, not a good defender. Who's the little guy? Their power play defenseman is not a very good defender.
And then Duncan Keith got hurt last night.
Duncan Keith got hurt, and just as a group of defensemen, geez, they're. I don't like what Kenny Holland did with the team. I'm just saying who he brought in defensively. He didn't bring a new goalie in this year after it was an issue before. So I think I point a lot of blame at him. Maybe I'm defending the coach for this one, but
and that's a surprise with Kenny Holland too, right? Because he's had such a good history.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So I'm going to do it with James. How did you do that, James? You put the glasses on first note? Like I took a few notes from some of the comments, and it seems like there's a lot going after you, James. but it's kind of like sideways a compliment. So,
Yeah.
like, so William Contradidiac, Mel's best friend, who was laughing at him while he's laying on the ground there drunk. James waiting for all his adult teeth to come in. This was his comment.
Well, all these teeth aren't mine. Put it that way. I've lost them 20 years ago.
Right.
But I know I take that as a compliment.
Right.
So I saw there was a few Grecian formula comments.
Yes, yes. Jack Sullivan, he's a little critical as well, says Jeep can surely shovel the SHIT. I think at one point there you were trying to dig yourself out of a hole. Something I can't. Who was that?
Maybe. I think I speak the truth, my truth.
Yeah, your truth.
I-
Ira,
The
Mr.
flogging
Spelling
story.
Ira's going after me saying, "You suck, Tom." No,
Yeah, but you and him go way back, so I think maybe.
Right. And then
But
Billy, I'm not sure what Billy Contradidiac meant here. But he says, "I collect guys." He made the comment, "I collect guys." I don't know
About
Mel-
you?
No, he just said,
Oh,
"I
him.
collect guys." He said, "This is Mel's buddy."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mel, every one of those guys Mel's tight with.
Yes,
I think-
yes.
I think Mel said, "Hey, take a little of the heat off of me.
Right.
Start spreading it on the other guys."
Interesting. Though. I collect guys. He says, "No, meaning like he actually wrote that he collects guys."
What the
What
hell
do
was
you
that?
what do you say for that, Mel?
Guys, I don't know. Guys' signatures. I don't know. I don't need to do homework anymore. You guys got
Okay,
the. But
you know what? I didn't. I remember looking at it last week after, but someone was questioning about you and your friendship with Gretz. How well you know Gretz?
Oh yeah.
Do you have his
He's a neighbor
number? Do you have Gretz's phone number? You do have his phone number, but
I do.
how is
and
that relationship?
I texted him and there was no response. I think it's
He must have changed his number though.
Yeah, he changed it. No way. Yeah.
possibly. I don't know. I'm sure I can get. So, anyways, but let's get back to our friend. So, Tom,
Yes.
Ira's mad at you. Like Ira and I have been talking. Okay.
Okay.
He's pissed off at you. You're supposed to be a little nicer to him. He's a sensitive guy. He's works for a nonprofit. He's making huge money at a nonprofit. Explain to me how that happens. I don't know.
Yeah. There you go.
All nonprofit guys.
But he's saying, and I got a little. He's saying that he needs some help on the dating front. So he'd be willing to come to your place on that Sunday when you bring over that special somebody at that special time on Sunday, and you guys could double date. And he'll bring the Arete tequila.
That's special time with my special friends, so I can't
Right.
do that.
You got to help him out a little bit. That's all he's saying.
Well, I'm willing to help him out as soon as he says thank you to you for you
Right.
friending him.
Get past it. Get past it. We're
I
good.
can't. On behalf of you, I can't do it.
Ira and I are good. So it's up to you now.
Has that changed from?
I'm seeing a pattern here of people going after James here more and more. I don't really know if we.
It's all Mel's buddies who they've turned on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So
What's going on with the juicer?
Let's juicer. I don't need the juicer. I have a small one now.
His small what? Juicer?
No, what are we talking about?
Juicer.
Oh, no. Does anybody watch TNT last night? The guys doing the game?
No.
Oh, too bad.
Which game?
It's in between the games. They do that.
Oh, in between all the games. Yeah. Okay.
I'm glad that Gretz got his hair back to normal.
It's not tar paper anymore.
Well, it was kind of like people dye their hair. Mel, you don't dye your hair, do you?
no.
I know. Tom.
Apparently, I was in Dick Sills, Long Island, at a Ranger event, and I was 4 miles from Ira. I'm sorry, I didn't know where Ira lived, but. So.
Oh,
Isn't Ira in Jersey?
Hey, let's get back to Gresh for 1
Oh,
second.
yeah, right. So yeah.
yeah, no, but Gretz's hair was looked kind of bad when he first went on.
Yeah.
But he went on. He was on. He was really good last night. He was pretty good. And then they had that whatever his name was on Tocchet and Carter, right? Anson Carter.
Yeah, that's Carter.
Yeah, Anson Carter. So they're doing a better job now than they did at the beginning.
Okay, was Gretz dyeing his hair?
It looked like it the first show, yeah.
Yeah, the first little bit, I think it took a couple months off, then go back on.
Yeah,
Okay, because the comments on our last show was about guys dyeing their hair.
Yeah.
On this show.
On this show? Oh, that's right. There was a couple. Well,
Yeah.
it was more about you would look
Yeah, I need a Grecian formula.
That's right. So you look young as it is, but if you had Grecian formula, you look even younger.
Okay, but then there's wondering, but how that came off the heels of someone else dyeing their hair. That's what the question was.
Oh, thinking that obviously Mel.
Must have
Yeah.
been because Gresh has got a hat on.
Gresh
me.
says I'm dyeing my hair. I'm not dyeing my hair. On my
That's.
kids' life.
I mean, I think that fans wanted that cleared up, Mel,
Somebody else do it, Mel?
because that was a comment. Remember, right? That was right at the end of the show last show,
That's right.
right when you signed out, Mel.
Gresh, I told you a few weeks ago, if anybody would listen to me, you go to Walmart, you get Dippity Doo for $2. You throw it on your hair. It makes your hair look dark. That's it. I don't dye my hair.
What's Tiffany?
Rochelle, do I dye my hair? No. Okay, good.
She, is she naked? Is she naked?
Oh, here she comes. But okay.
Put your clothes on.
Yeah, she just got out of the shower. It's the same
Oh.
time. She needs the attention.
Oh, okay. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. James, so we touched on a little bit there. You had another big snowstorm coming in today.
Another one. I mean, it just continues. Like I said, 2 or 3 a week. So I was at the rink just after 7. I left. We had our meetings and morning skate. Left just after 11, and there was 2 fresh feet of snow on top of my car everywhere, and I had to shovel out to get into my car. Like we have a shovel at our back door at the rink. So it's just been never ending this winter. It's been
Right.
and it's one thing with the snow. It's like a buffalo snow with Alaska temperatures. Like it's been minus 30
Wow.
for 2 months. So it
So
sucks. there.
Is the new cabin all closed in or new house? It's all closed
It's
in?
closed. No, it's all the windows are in, but the doors aren't. But they got plywood on the door openings, so they're starting to work. They're working inside all the insulation and then finishing.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Good.
Jeep, when I get there in July, Jeep, for that wedding, I'm going to meet your neighbors, and I'm going to tell them who you are, and we're going to get somebody to do your sidewalk with a snowblower. Okay, that's my job when I get there.
I don't mind. Like I used to not mind shoveling. It's just been on like a day like today. I probably could go out 3 or 4 times.
In the summertime, are you gonna get snowblown?
Yeah, there's probably. You said last week. You said it's,
I'll do it in the summertime.
yeah. In August, it's still going to be snowing.
James, we got to touch on the team. What's happened since last week? Did you play many games?
We played a week ago. Yes, the next day we left for Moose Jaw. We lost in overtime, or in shootout. And it was a good game. They're a good team. Like they have 2 real good defensemen, a second rounder in last year's draft, and then they have a kid who'll be a first rounder this year. And those guys play half the game. But I liked how we played for the most part. I mean, but just between the 3 of us, I didn't like our goalie. We outchanced them. I think it was 26-13. We lost 5-4 in a shootout. So, but we've played 3 games in a month, which it sucks. So we play tonight, play Saturday. Like we're getting back into it now. So it'll be good. We need to play games.
Any fans in the building? No fans?
Yeah, 50%. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, big news today. You don't need a mask. Going into Costco, did not have to have a mask today.
I didn't wear.
Yeah, they're eliminating that in a lot of states now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all the on the blue states, they're going to start eliminating it.
Yeah, but I heard even New York is too.
Well, that's a blue state.
Which means
Oh,
what?
that's right. Yes, that's right. Sorry.
Democrat state. Well, no, they're starting to like.
What's blue? Is that Democrat or Republican?
Yeah.
Democrat.
And they argue about those 2 groups argue about everything. Mask, like you go into a store. I went into the store the other day into what's a Stop and Shop. Went with my 2 sons and my daughter. We went in and didn't wear a mask. Everybody in the store was wearing them.
There's still a lot of people in Costco wearing the mask, although they didn't have to. So,
I mean, unless you're going to rob the place, then you need a mask.
Okay, Super Bowl. Oh, I should go back first. All-Star weekend last weekend for the NHL. You guys watch any of that?
Oh, what a great halftime show, or whatever you call that guy.
Who was it?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Who's he?
That's exactly what I said.
Oh,
How entertaining was he?
He was about entertaining as watching the water run off a duck's ass.
watching your juicer spin around.
Yeah. Yeah. My God, was he terrible.
Mel, you watched, didn't you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did the young crowd enjoy the entertainment?
Well, I don't know if they're like how many young people go to those things.
I don't know. Well, see, I know
But like,
it seems to me with the whole format now, and like I saw some highlights of what they did at the skills competition and stuff, which doesn't interest me at all. But maybe the young kids, the 10 and 12 and 14-year-olds, maybe they love that stuff.
yeah.
The thing they took out was that stick handling and shooting the pucks over into the little nets and that. That was one of the only ones I really liked to watch because it showed kind of a skill, you know, like shooting at the what do you call it, into that deck of cards, whatever was hanging up there.
Yeah, what was that? I heard about that. Like, you're playing 21 or something?
I don't know, they're playing 21. They were like, oh my God, like whoever thought those things up, fire them.
Ira did, yeah. Well, they had to figure out what he was trying to say because he couldn't spell, but
No, fire them because it was awful. But they should go back to a regular. Well, do they pick an all-star team? Like, do they pick a first team, second team, all-star team at the end of the years? At the end of the year,
what? I don't know. They used to.
I think they do still.
Yeah.
Still do?
I don't think they make a big deal about it, but yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
No, because I'm just wondering. Like, it used to be you play it like you years and years ago. You play in the all-star game or whatever it is, but they were saying like okay, Larry Robinson, whatever back then, and Brad Park and Orr and Potvin would make the all-star team, right? So you'd say they were an all-star. Not all the morons like us that played in the games that didn't make all-star teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's like a 7-time all-star. No, you have to play on an all-star team to be an all-star.
Gotcha.
Like at the end of the year, you know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
You know, it doesn't mean going playing in the game. I mean, they have to fill up the, you know, fill up the jerseys.
I agree. Mel, are you okay over there?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Kind of worried. Like, were you dreaming of PBRs or what?
He's trying to figure out where the hell Gretz's number is.
Yeah. No, that's what it is. He's bothered by that. Yeah.
Mel, where did the PBRs come from? How long? Like, when did that come about?
Well,
When'd you start drinking them?
when?
Yeah,
That's who asked you. Yeah.
Well, probably in the American League. So 1980.
Really? I didn't know that. Did you drink when you were here?
No.
So you had a break.
I didn't drink much when I was playing, to be honest. Like,
Really?
little Muttley and I would go to the local pub and have a few, but I can't remember in Boston I drink Michelob. They don't make those anymore. So
No Michelob. Wow, I didn't know that.
no. So
There was a song back in the late 70s that John Davison used to sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it? Like, so
What was it?
I can't remember now exactly how it went. I have to figure it out. I'll let you know before the end of the show.
did it have something to do with drinking beer?
Yeah, Michelob. About Michelob.
Okay.
I'm missing it. I'm missing it.
Me too.
So it's a serious question, Tom. So
Yeah,
this Sunday is pretty big Sunday.
Yes.
Most watched
Yeah.
television show of all. Like,
Yeah.
So what are you going to make, and who's going to? How many people are coming over? Like, how many are there?
Well, we're pre-gaming over at my son's. We're gonna watch the earlier, and then I'll come home and watch the game. And the menu will probably be the standard Super Bowl, like chicken wings, ribs, several tequila and grapefruits.
But that's not the question that he had. He said, "Who's coming over to your place?"
I know he has that question. Yes, that's something. That's a special thing that I have. I keep to myself.
Well, we know that. We know it's a special thing. It's a special time. It's a special someone. But like,
yes. So,
can you?
what are you doing? I don't have personal stuff about your life.
Can you? Oh yeah, you do. Is Rochelle naked? You just asked her. Is that different?
Are you watching at home, Mel?
No, going 2 doors down. I'm going to put my skinny black jeans on with this shirt, nice black jacket, and walk. walk 2 minutes.
Are you? It'll take a long time getting home. You follow through that fence again.
I might get lost on the way home. Yeah,
Is that Steve Smith?
that's Steve Smith will be there. Not the Steve Smith that shot puck in his own net, but my neighbor Steve. Yes,
Goalie,
4 or 5 couples. I hope the TV's big enough. That's so I can see what's going on.
who was the goalie? Who was the goalie when Steve Smith scored?
Grant Fuhr.
That's right.
Should have had it. The guy's
Really?
he's a Hall of Famer. He couldn't stop one more shot.
Same thing with JD with my shot. Yeah.
Yeah, JD.
Yeah.
Well, JD. He was going to commit suicide one time. I heard, and he jumped on the train tracks, and the train went right between his legs.
Jesus. That's good, Gus. I think I've heard that. That's a good one. That's a long time
Yeah,
ago.
there was a lot of room there too.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
JD used to weigh in 2040.
He's a big man. He's still a big man now too. Oh my God.
Him and Nicky Patillo on the bus shooting like one-liners back and forth, and then Nicky goes, "When the iPad on your knee, what'd they take out? Bottle caps?"
Oh. What was JD's drink though? Wasn't he gin and tonic or something? Wasn't he a gin and tonic guy? I think he was. James, you don't drink very much, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, here and there. I mean, if there's an occasion, I'll during golf season, I love having beers after golf, but
not while you're
I
playing.
don't like drinking the night before a game. I just feel it dulls the senses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as a coach. I mean, not as a player, but
Well, you got to do it all the time. Like you have to practice that.
yeah, I know you had that art down way
Yes.
back in the day. I'll tell you. And I mean this with admiration, Tommy. You could drink and you were the best player in practice the next day, and it would shock me. I go, how does he do that?
It's an art, just practice. You can't just get up and do that. You have to work at that. That's a skill.
It took him years of practice. I mean,
Yeah.
he took that in school and college too.
Yeah, I did. It's not- along with beginning skating and bowling and racquetball
and drinking late before the game. That was
Oh.
one of the classes he took. Okay, I heard Sean Avery's coming back.
there is a rumor he wants to come back and play. Yeah,
No, he's coming back to play. He's going to try out.
yeah. Well,
With which team?
I don't know who's going to give him a tryout, but
There's a bunch of teams that could give it to him. The
Why?
Devils couldn't hurt the Devils any. Couldn't hurt Montreal.
but why do you want him in your? I mean, he's coming to a training camp, right?
I have no idea. I just heard.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. But I'm not going to wait. If I'm a GM, I'm not wasting a spot on Sean Avery training camp.
Well, he's 40, 42, 43?
Late 30s, I think. I saw this story. Somebody was saying late 30s, I thought.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not.
Sean Avery. Hello, Alexa. How old is Sean Avery?
Sean Avery is 41 years old.
Oh.
41. Close, Tom.
Yes.
It's a good guess, 39.
Thank you.
He's been out of the game 5 years,
Probably, yeah.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
the
yeah.
best reputation. Maybe he was a great guy. I don't know, but the reputation has certainly preceded him.
Yep.
Mel, weigh in on it.
Tom, do you think your bad habits shortened your career?
Only by
They
5 or 6.
prolonged it. They prolonged it.
Prolonged it?
Yeah.
What in the end, why did you retire? What happened?
Hurt my back. Hurt my back.
Oh, you're bad. Same
Yes.
as me.
He had a bad back and a bad front.
Yeah, I had nothing left, right?
Well, I played with you for 2 years, and you seemed to play pretty well. So
Thank you, Mel.
I
And you
only
made me a better player, too.
I only seen Tom drink once the whole time I played with him.
It just never stopped.
It was from 80 to 87.
I'll tell you what, though. I think I told the story. When I quit playing, I got in the agent business. Now these kids are starting to call me at like 11 o'clock at night after a game, and I'm like 6, 8, 10 beers in, and I'm realizing it's not good. So that's made me.
Can't remember what they said.
So, I was wondering. So then I started thinking, I better. Then I stopped for 5 years to drink for 5 years.
Not a drop.
Not a drop. Yeah. And it's funny, the weirdest thing, and it's strange to say, I was thinking, oh God, everybody's going to think it's weird I don't drink. Nobody cared. Nobody cared at all. So.
No.
You know what, though? I knew an agent in Calgary, a guy I grew up with. Wasn't a close friend, but he wanted to get in the agent business. I was in the NHL, and he came and talked to me about what my agent did. And sure enough, he got his foot in the door, and he got some players. And I think he worked extremely hard. And you probably saw him or ran into him. But I just remember, once he had been established and he had a couple big name players, probably had maybe 15, 20 clients. I can remember going out with my teammates after a game in Calgary. And at that stage, I was getting into my mid-30s and I didn't go out as much. We had a young team, but and I was meeting some of the young guys. We were going out for some drinks. We had some days between games. I remember walking into a bar restaurant and this agent is up at the bar doing shots with a bunch of these young guys.
Oh.
And I just said, I didn't even stay. I left because I said, I don't want to be here when an agent's doing that. I don't want to see that with an agent. And that's not your place. And I mean, he ended up kind of he had a fairly successful career, but it ended very bad for him. He got into some trouble. So I won't mention his name.
Yeah, I know what you mean then. Yeah.
Did he drink and drive too?
What's that?
Did he drink and drive?
Probably.
He probably did. Yeah.
Hey, just a news flash in here. There's a new team coming into the league. Avery said he wants to play for Yampa. It's a Japanese team.
Yeah.
Aren't they in the Olympics this year?
Yampa. That's in central China or Japan or someplace.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yampa. Sorry, Jack, but Jack, you can't come back from something like that, Jack. I'm sorry, but
I can't even spell. I can still spell.
So now Jack's trying to recover, but
God.
it's too late.
It's too late.
Yeah.
Doesn't everyone want to play for the best team?
Yeah. I'm sure. Okay, so the Julian Brisebois, the GM, gets a call from Sean Avery saying, "I want to come to training camp," and Julian Brisebois saying,
"No,
sure, no."
He's got to go to a team like Arizona, like a team that is going nowhere fast. And Arizona's been going there for a lot of years.
Yeah.
But
I hear you, Gresh. But why would Tampa want that though? Like
Tampa wouldn't take him.
I'm sorry, Gresh. Why would Arizona want him?
Well, they could, maybe get, instead of having 8 fans in the building, they'll have 10.
They fill up that 5,000 seat building they're playing.
Yeah. I mean, but no, I mean, I don't know. Do you think he can still play at 42?
Well, he wasn't at the end. Nobody wanted him at the end. So,
I mean,
since he stopped playing, the game is better.
Yeah.
Every 2 years, it gets like that much faster.
Oh, it definitely does. From 10 years ago to now, the game is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his nonsense. Like, what coach is going to want that kind of?
Yeah.
I mean, Brad Marchand just could spend 6 games, but he can get away with it because he's one of the best players in the game right now. But
yeah, I mean, it was back. I mean, not to go way back, but back in the 70s and that early 80s, you wanted to play against the 3rd and 4th lines because they couldn't skate.
Yeah.
My take on Sean Avery. Like I remember when he came up, he was young. I think he started in Detroit. I think he was a good skater, and I thought, geez, he might be a good player. So, however long he played, 10 years, his whole career, he was on the 3rd or 4th line.
Yeah, sure.
And I think he became an effective player at times. I think he definitely brought some energy, but I think he became more of a distraction.
Yeah.
When it all was said and done, he was a bigger distraction to his team than a help, and he was on the 4th line the whole time.
Right.
And I mean, the coach put him on the 4th line. Like he eventually found his way there with his play and with his behavior, with his selfish attitude or whatever. So that was my take from the outside looking in. So why 6 years later would you want that back?
It's like having a show like this and having Mel on because he doesn't talk, right? I mean,
you're going to find some team that wants him though.
Might be.
Give him a shot. I mean, you know, you look at you need there's not there's not a whole lot of personalities in the teams today. Every player is almost cut the same way. There's no like Derek Sanderson or people like that down the line that make it different.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there are some personalities. I do think.
Well, Marchand's a
Marchand
personality.
is one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Kachuk brothers, both of them are personalities.
Tom Wilson.
Tom Wilson. And Mitch Marner is a personality. He's a different. He plays like he's playing shinny hockey. I love watching that.
Yeah.
Evander
Kane's a personality.
Evander Kane's personality. Panarin's a personality.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're talking top high-end skill guys.
It's just to Gresham's point, it's a different kind of personality, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's not a Derek Sanderson sitting around and smoking cigarettes.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of everybody goes, oh, the game, these guys are good stick handlers. Go back to the day when there was whack 'em.
Yeah, totally different game.
You weren't doing these fancy shit things back then.
Yeah,
like you had the long gloves on, so your arms didn't get broke.
Yeah, Mel, we're on, right? We're live.
So this Marchand thing, like, compare him maybe to like a Rat Linsman or somebody that stirs the shit. As soon as if he would have come up to us and tried to lick us like he did, somebody, like, how come nobody has reared back and punched the guy just like he punched the goalie in the head? Why wouldn't somebody just rear back and smoke the little bastard?
Well, on the licking thing, I'm thinking to myself, how would I react? To be like, what? Like, somebody just licked me out of the hockey rink.
But why would you get that close to it? Why would you let anybody get that close to you?
Yeah, well, good point. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then, I don't watch hockey because I don't like the way it's played. But when I do watch hockey, don't you think that the game is, it's quicker, but it's all perimeter bullshit. Like they're all they're passing. Yeah.
You know what I'd have told him? Your girlfriend looks a lot better than you do.
I know you would, Josh. I'll vote for that.
Well, Mel, are you sure? Like, I think they still they can't. They can go to the front of the net now. And the defense, we really can't do anything to them. So they do go into traffic, but they don't pay a price in the traffic, right?
Do you see anybody go up and down the wing and take a slap shot like Mike Gartner or Guy Lafleur or?
Because the back check is too good, the gap is too tight, and the goalies are too good.
Right.
Okay,
too big and too good now.
You remember? Okay, so you got a defenseman. Let's say I've got the puck. I don't think we ever stood just outside the goaltender and waited for everybody to come on the ice. Like, why is somebody not forcing him? If we didn't have a hard forecheck with one guy in,
but when that happens, Mel, that happens when a team goes and changes. They dump it down, and
understood.
We talk to our team off of a change. If you're late, if you can't forecheck, then you hold your ice.
And
the offensive team, the team that has the puck, they're just going to stand on the dot lanes, and they're going to wait for their forwards to come and fill their lanes, and then you get going.
And a lot of it has to do with the red line being gone.
I agree. It's a different game with that red line being gone.
That long pass.
I don't know. I'm not saying it's better. I'm saying it's different. It shrinks. I think whether it spreads the ice out or shrinks the ice.
Yeah, it's a whole different game, right? The equipment, everything, the style of play, the players they draft aren't the same. Like Mel and I were drafted because we were a couple of blockheads, right?
Well, it changes your whole forecheck thing with no red line. You can't forecheck the same way you did at one time. There's no way. You can't. Two-line pass is gone. I mean, if the guy was past the red line and they passed it at the end, the whistle blew. Now it doesn't. Now the guy got a breakaway. Christ. I'd be picking the puck out of the net every 5 minutes, which I did pretty good back then.
In the offensive zone, they don't take enough shots. They're trying to make the pretty play. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say.
Mel, I agree with what you said about you see everyone's on the perimeter. Like there are times, like I get mad at my team when they got 5 guys in the inside and we got 5 guys in the outside.
Yeah.
You have to get inside. Now, Tommy, you don't pay the price in there, but guys, they do skate well enough to keep you to the outside. Like they do take away those lanes.
Yeah.
You just got to fight through and spin off and get there and say, I'm staying there.
Right. And even like the shots on the point now too. It's not as much the forward coming out to the defenseman to block the puck. They're more backing into the goalie to block the puck, right?
You got both going on. Like it,
Yeah.
and then on top of that, we used to be able to score from the point with a slap shot. Like you could once in a while.
Well, Tommy couldn't.
No,
But you
If
got,
a goalie sees it, it should be impossible now. Like it is. You should, and they're just too big and too good, and the equipment's too big.
Oh, Mel, there's something. You know, I back you up all the time. I'm always
Yeah, he jumped on that pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well, Tom had a good shot, but it was just, it's kind of like my skating, just very slow.
Yeah,
Efficient.
but gosh, it didn't matter. You had
Yeah.
the puck when you.
You're efficient.
Yeah. It's like if JD would have been a good goaltender, he would have stopped that one, Tom.
Yeah, totally. I agree. I've said that for 40 years now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
40 years, huh? 40 years.
40 years. Super Bowl Sunday. We've got LA in LA and Cincinnati Bengals. Who we got for Jeep? Who we got win the game? And the score, please.
I'm going with Cincinnati 32-28.
Oh, I've got Cincinnati 31-28.
What did I say 32 for? It's probably not even good
That's
football.
all right. They may go for a 2-pointer.
I want Cincinnati to win. I don't know who's winning.
Okay.
I don't follow it enough.
Jeep's got Cincy at 32.
There could be a safety involved.
What's that, Gresh?
I got Cincinnati 34-28 overtime.
Oh, Ron. Cincy 34-28.
34-28 overtime? How did
If they don't kick the extra point in overtime. Tom.
Oh,
That's a
that's
4-point
five.
difference. That's a 4-point difference, though.
What?
You got 34-28. I'm sorry, I wrote down the wrong number, Ron.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Tom. It's like I can
Oh, yeah,
add-
that's okay. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, and it didn't matter if there was 2 LA teams playing it. I wouldn't watch it at all.
And Sleepy, who do you have?
well, since you three gurus of football have picked Cincinnati, I'll go with LA.
Yeah.
38-35. Now, I don't know if you guys heard a story, but a nun in Los Angeles stole over $800,000. So who can be is she going to bet on the game, or what is she? Did you hear that?
I saw that, and it was all gambling. Hey,
Yeah,
How much did she steal?
over 800 grand. Like, who can you trust nowadays? Seriously,
A nun did?
a nun did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love her.
From LA. Yeah.
addicted to gambling, Gresh.
I love her. Oh my God.
Okay, one more thing. Over under is it 54 points? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Where we at?
Over.
So obviously, if we're going,
Over.
then we're all over. We're all over.
Okay. Coin toss, heads or tails?
Heads.
That's
Big bets on that. Tails for me.
Yeah.
Friend of mine
And
bet.
who will be the MVP? Joe Burrow for me.
quarterback.
Oh, I like him.
I
Stafford.
with him too.
Matthew Stafford's going to come through and win it.
Okay. Jeep, what you got?
I'll go with Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So 3 Burrows and 1 Stafford. Sleepy's all by himself over there.
Who's the wide receiver for Cincinnati?
Guy that runs up and down, gets the ball there.
Chase.
Chase?
Jamar Chase, I think.
Yeah.
Mel's like an encyclopedia.
Yeah.
He doesn't watch sports, but he knows all this stuff.
I think you got it written down.
Well, do you work? Do you work, or is this just?
He's got it written on the cuffs of his shirt right there. I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I like that shirt. The more I look at you guys wearing those shirts, the more I don't want to get one.
Oh, jeez. All right.
This is a flannel. It feels like a flannel.
Is it really a flannel? Like it's a working man's flannel. Like
It is a flannel.
Mel's is like a show flannel.
You want to put a Ranger crest on those? Those would be pretty cool.
In blue. Yeah. Red,
Yeah.
blue. Yeah.
Red, blue, and white.
Yeah. Oh, just sorry, just off the top, it just comes to me, Tom.
Yeah.
So I wasn't invited to the Lundqvist retirement. You guys didn't go, but somebody said, and I won't tell you who, but maybe Jackie or you two guys up there on the top right and left can get a number 30 what is it? Commemorative hat.
Minute Pats.
Yeah.
We'll get on that. We'll
Yeah.
get on. I'm
Yeah.
on it.
Got number 30 right in the front of the right on the like
Sure.
where
We're
the
on it.
rings right there. Okay.
Perfect. On it. We'll get that done.
Yeah. Thanks.
What color?
Well, it doesn't matter. Probably gonna
Oh,
take-
here's the next bet. Will Mel stay awake for the whole game? Super Bowl game.
No, he'll be home.
He's home. He's out. So he could be passed out at Steve Smith's house or at home.
Don't forget the game starts at 3:20 here Pacific
That's right.
time.
Oh, that's right too.
So I would take I'll be awake. Don't worry.
Okay, so you'll be awake. Mel will be awake.
Yeah.
James, will you be watching the game?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I will.
Will you be by yourself or with company or where?
No, I'll I hang out with my brother over at his place a lot. A lot of times he has company.
So you'll be awake. You won't pass out.
I will not be passed out. No,
Gresh, where are you watching the game? Home?
I might go up to Mohegan.
Your son, so you won't pass out. Good chance I may not make it. I'll be starting early, going over with my sons and coming home and continuing things. So there's a good chance I'll be watching the replays.
What are you cooking, Tom?
I'm gonna have the chicken wings, ribs. Have a big batch of hummus made for my hummus and cucumbers.
Oh, how
are
much-
you gonna boil the ribs? You gonna try
I
that?
did, well, the reason I asked, I have done that. It's always the way I've done it. And they come out like
okay.
really fall off the bone. I did the show with Kevin Allen the other day. We were discussing the menu and I said that I was
Okay.
going to boil them, and I got reprimanded by him. That's just not, you're not supposed to do that. Didn't matter how good they were, they just don't do that. So,
Oh,
yeah, I haven't slept since then.
now Kevin Allen's also an expert at cooking.
Well, I think it's more his family.
Eating.
His family is good cooks. His wife's a very good cook, and I think that's where he gets his information. So,
Oh,
here's another one. Susan Brooks asked a very good question. It's a big bet too. The national anthem, is it over under 2 minutes and 30 seconds?
depends who's singing.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
If they have that guy, Machine Gun Kelly, singing, and he'll be falling down on the ice, and
So
I'll turn it
Yeah.
off.
I wish they would just get like somebody from the military or a police officer, someone just get up and sing the darn song, right? And forget with all like their interpretation of it.
Yeah, just sing. Yeah, just
I
sing
know.
the national anthem for Christ's sake. That's all you
I
got to
know.
do.
You know?
Yeah. Sing it and sing it to the. I like that idea, Tom. That's what they should do.
Yeah, but
You know,
they don't. They seem like they don't now. It's always like a.
Oh, Listen to me. I
Unless-
bet you 99 or 95% of people don't care what celebrity is going to be at halftime. Like, that's the time you go to the bathroom. You go, do what you got to do. You go take your dump, whatever. And then I'd rather do that than listen to one of those people sing anyway.
I know.
Okay.
Jack Sullivan here is telling us it's a country artist that's doing the national anthem, but Jack was also the one that told us that Yampa, who was in the National Hockey League. So,
Hey,
I don't know.
is that like in Florida though? Or is
No,
that
it's a
not-
Chinese team. It's a Chinese team that's going to come over. They come over and play for which
Are they
games.
going to go and play Tampa and Yampa? Or Yampa's going to go play in Tampa?
Yeah, Yampa will come over. This is a new thing just happened today. We'll come over and play a bunch of games in the NHL, and then teams will go over to Yampa. Yampa's got the new rink and everything.
Is that on the water in China though? Is that on the water too? Like Tampa is?
Yeah. They got a new yink instead of a rink. They got a yink.
Do they have like a statue of Phil outside the Yampa place?
Yes.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a shorter, Phil. The
Yeah.
smaller one.
Oh no, yeah, would be. But I mean, like, would they have the same size nose on that thing like Phil has on his down in Florida?
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Like, what would you rather have, right?
And they put sushi up there.
You could get a lot of Phil's nose.
Yeah.
God, that thing is. Oh my God.
So,
Hey,
Tom.
Tom, how's the girls team doing?
Oh, shit.
We're playing well. A little drama. We had the 90% of the girls are fantastic, buying into the whole team thing, showing up on time and doing all the off ice training and everything. We have some girls, like I'm sure on every team, that just not necessarily, they're great girls, but just not necessarily buying into the team concept. So they were disciplined last week. They were scratched from a game, created some turmoil. And the poor young coach, it's her first time coaching the head coach, and she didn't anticipate all the stuff that was going on. So we
By scratch, did they not even dress or just didn't get on the ice?
not even dressed, yes.
Okay.
And we have the 24-hour rule where the parents cannot talk to us for 24 hours after a game, just to everybody calm down. And the one mother who, when she found out that her daughter was not dressing, she came storming into the building. So I had to step between her and the coach and just say, 24 hours.
Jeez, that's,
Tom, everywhere you go, you cause shit.
was there tears?
Yes, there's tears.
Your eyes are the one that the lady coming at you.
What's
Or-
that?
The lady coming at you had tears, or you had tears?
No, not that. Yeah, I was crying. Yes. When I saw her coming towards me, I was crying. She was on the move. She was walking that walk like, look out.
I love that. When I had the hockey school, this lady comes up to me. She checks her son in on a Sunday night. Wednesday after the morning session, like they went morning and afternoon, right? When he hadn't skated in his life, she comes up to me. She goes, "Do you know he hasn't improved much yet?" I go, "Really? He's 8 years old. He's skated 5 times in his life." He goes, he hasn't improved much yet." I go, "I don't know what to do." I said, "Get your money back." Get your
You
money
should have said, just wait till Friday.
back. Oh yeah.
Just wait till give him 2 more days.
His feet were his skates were like supposed to be like that. They're like this. He's anyway.
Mel, have you ever coached any? I think we talked about this a while ago. Did you coach?
There's a BC junior hockey team called Cortland Express, about 13 minutes from my house. So one year I helped out just as an assistant coach. Yeah, went on the bench a couple of times. That's about it.
We got to get an A on your sweater and Tom's then for assistant coach.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, did you go on the ice for practice, Mel, or just?
Yeah, went on. Yeah, it was. I don't even remember how many years ago it was, but it was still when I was in good enough shape where I was skating with the kids, like after like the burnout. What do you call a blowout skate? Bag skate.
Bag skate, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it.
So I
Well,
skate
you
with them.
came up with a different for Tommy's team.
So just a question for you guys.
Yes.
Tom, so are you going to take someone special over to your son's Sunday or is
You
she,
got me?
yeah, or is she just going to meet you at home after the game?
No plans been made yet, Mel, but I'll let you know. I can send you.
And
I
then
can send you an email. I won't text you because I know you don't like to text. I'll send you an
no,
email.
it just pings and bings all the I hate
Why is texting any different than an email though? I mean, it's
So Jeep, when you're going to Steven's house, would he maybe set you up with somebody on Sunday, or is it like, or are you taking someone special too?
oh, that's right. Good point, Mel.
No. You know what? I have a close friend in Dallas, so
Oh, yeah.
it's a long ways away.
Hold on. You have a close friend in Dallas. Is this friend a female? Is this friend a female?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Close
His
friend.
name is Dallas, or he lives in Dallas.
She
Dallas,
lives in
Dallas.
He
Dallas.
lives in Dallas.
And so, Mel, do we accept the close friend thing? Do we just drop it at that? Like, don't we investigate?
Let's say I have a girlfriend in Dallas.
There you go.
There, okay. Well, it's Jeep. If it was you, Tom, see, at least he admits it. You don't even admit it. So at
I've got
least he
nothing
admits
to
it.
admit. There's nothing to admit.
Well, come on. Everybody assumes that there's someone special comes over, and it might be, hey, to your credit, it might be somebody different every Sunday. Like you are, you know, Studley Do Right. You know,
Oh man.
but
That's funny. You're funny. Funny dude.
here's another thing, Tom. While
Okay.
I'm like soliloquy, sorry, it's
Yeah.
so I'm in the shower, and
Naked? You're naked?
yeah,
Okay.
and I'm in the shower
What are you doing?
washing the hair that I do have on my head,
Okay.
and I'm thinking, holy shit! Like,
Is all the dye running out of your hair at that point?
no, I don't dye my hair.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, on my kids' lives, I don't. And okay, drop that one. We'll go to something else. So I'm thinking, like, all the buddies that I have, they're all bald. So is it me, or did they do something in their life to make themselves bald? So at what point, because you had a lot of hair,
It's your mother's dad.
it's a DNA, yeah, deoxynucleic acid. Just you lost it all. Like how? So
Well-
is there? So the question is, like, I use Head and Shoulders or whatever type of shampoo, you know, Dove. What do you do? What do you use? And at the end of, do you lubricate said head?
My head? No, I put some moisturizing cream on it occasionally, especially if I've been out in the sun a lot. Well, I feel, Mel, I think the grass does not grow on a busy street. So because I've got so much going on in there, It's just
or cement.
So when did it start falling out? Like, was it
that's a
just
great question. So I'd probably go back 20 years ago. I started, my sons would actually give me a hard time saying that I started to have a peninsula up there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then the peninsula turned into an island. And then I said, we're getting rid of that.
Huh.
Got rid of it.
But no, but it's easy now. You can comb your hair now with a towel, right?
Yeah, totally. It's very, you open the window in the car and drive along. You don't have to worry about your hair being out of place or anything. Yeah.
No, my what did you say, Jeep?
It's your mom's father, your mom's dad, your grandfather on your mom's side. That's what it's something like that. That's what they say. As far as where you get those genes for your hairline.
Yeah. Both my grandfathers were bald. All my uncles were all bald, except for my father.
Well, he's not your uncle.
No, that's what I meant. My dad had, of all the men in the family, they were all bald.
Huh.
My dad had hair.
How about your family, Mel? Are they bald and hair or what?
I was just thinking. My dad had well, he passed away when he was like 59, but he had dark hair till he was 59.
Huh.
So I'll be 62. And it is getting grayer, but just luck of the draw, man.
Well, that's right. Valentine's Day is coming up too. What are your plans for Valentine's Day with Mrs. Dallas? Miss Dallas. Now, will you send her flowers or anything like that?
I might do that, or send a text message and a card.
Come on, James. You can't send a text message on Valentine's Day. What does that say?
Flowers. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I'll get on that one.
And especially if you have not done it very much. If you have not sent her.
What day is that? What day is Valentine's Day on?
14th.
Okay, that's good. Thanks a lot. That helps.
Same day every year, Ron.
And on the other side, on the flip side, Mel being married, what are you going to do?
Oh, here we go. He's
What
going to let
day
her
is
wear his skinny jeans.
Yeah. I'm gonna, yeah.
Or no jeans.
Because I'm going to Palm Springs, I'm going to get a haircut on Monday. Then I'm doing, I think, a massage.
We're talking about what you're giving your wife for
Nothing.
Valentine's Day.
Nothing. Zero.
Not even a card, not dinner, not.
Well, after my massage, we might go for a quick drink at Podwill's favorite place, Earl's.
Hey, a friend of mine just texted me this picture of Dukes,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Dude, what's up with your boy Doogie? Sarah Palin, little old for him, isn't it?"
So now, James, will your girl in Dallas send you something, you think, or what?
She might. I mean, she has sent me. I just got a package of stuff from her. She sends me gifts in the mail. So, will something come exactly on or right before Valentine's Day? I'm not sure.
Right, but you can't just text. You get on the phone and talk.
No. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Right. So how long has this been going on, James?
Let's get. Come on, it's just. I've known her. I met her when I lived in Dallas, and but yeah, I don't need to say anything else.
Yeah, you do. No, you do. Yeah, you do.
A ring, and I don't
Pardon
mean
me?
telephone ring. Do you give her?
And now, will she come up to Winnipeg to visit?
Yes, she does.
Bring her mitts and hat and everything, or gloves?
Oh
and
yeah,
boots and,
she's got boots here, and
she has stuff in the house. Oh,
she doesn't need them down in Dallas.
Tommy, she's half moved in.
No,
Oh,
she isn't.
so we got a roommate.
A couple emergency items. No,
Has she got her own drawer.
no.
No. Do you, like, when you go to bed, like, do you just make sure you stay on your side of the bed so that you kind of like that's where she sleeps on the other side?
When she's not here, you're just saying.
She's not, like, just in memory of her. Like,
Did I ever meet her?
Yes, you did, Ron.
she get her on the show.
Ron did when
A couple years ago.
a couple of years ago at the game. That's right.
Oh, nice.
I just remember now.
Yes, you did, and I was. I knew, right in front of the arena.
That's nice. Mel, you got any questions for James on that?
Hey,
stuff?
let's.
No.
Okay, what else?
No, because Jeep's a nice guy, and I'm gonna go have a beer with him in the summertime. Tommy, you're different. But Jeep, you gotta let it go. Let it go. So
Are
anyway,
you doing anything, Tom? Are you doing anything on Valentine's Day?
I will be doing something. Yes.
Okay, good. So that means there's
know.
someone. I mean, I'm not asking how serious or anything, but you are, whether it's dinner or a walk or something for Valentine's.
Oh, for March in the morning.
I'll let you guys know. I'll text both of you. I'll email you, Mel. If Tom's black truck is not in this parking spot,
Yes.
One of the advantages is living next to Gresh. Not a whole lot of secrecy.
I'm like Schultz. Hogan's Heroes. I see
See nothing.
nothing. See nothing.
Mel, come on. Let's go back to you. You can't be telling us the truth that you got to go do anything with your beautiful wife for Valentine's Day.
well, I told you we might go to Earl's, but that's no. We're good. We just purchased a few things. We don't need to. It's been
Oh,
enough.
so you don't look at Valentine's Day like it's something you need to respond to. It's just like it's another. Right.
Okay, let me.
Your love is like every day, 365 days a year. Why do you need a special day for it?
That's right. So last year she said, we talked about it this morning, actually. I said, what are we doing for Valentine's Day? She said, absolutely not. Last year she said, don't get me anything. You know what I got her? Diamond earrings. So
Wow.
yeah, exactly. So
It was real diamonds.
I went way over and above the Call of Duty, Tom. That's what I do. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Crawled over
all good. And you know what she got me? Exactly nothing, and I'm okay with it because that's what we had agreed on. So I just surprised her with something that I thought was.
But did she feel bad then that she hadn't gotten you anything?
She was happier than a pig, and you know what? Because she got diamond earrings. So
okay.
Yeah.
See, that's love right there. Right?
Yeah.
That's why you guys have stayed married that long.
that's right.
Yeah.
And I'm a nice guy.
No, you are. I tell people that all the time. I said, don't be fooled by the way he acts.
Especially Jackie, our friend Jackie, number
Right.
one speed dial.
And Jillian, poor Jillian, changed her name.
Where's Julian? Haven't heard. Oh,
I haven't heard from her in a while. I know she was really busy painting. That's what I heard. So
because Deborah Mesra Housing Hose and Hazen wants to know how that's going with little Julian.
I don't think she does. Hold on here. 1 second. There's new nickname should be Romeo.
Yeah. So, and just an update. Lulu, Case, and Cannon, the only person
Charlie
in the world
Salt Girls. Yeah.
with 9 names.
Bruce
The only
Cannon.
one
Bruce
with
Cannon
9.
and
Yeah. So I introduced them to the Canucks, our NHL alumni liaison, and they are one step further. They are in. They'll be sending some product to the Canucks.
Nice.
Sounds like a good conversation. So that's in the works. So that's
Wow.
good.
good job.
the
That's
salt?
very nice.
Is that the salt?
That's
Did you
how
get
it's
some,
done.
James?
No, I did not.
Oh, I've got to text me your address and I'll get over to them. They'll send
Okay. I will.
you. Good. Ron, you still have yours, right?
All good. I like it.
And when are you going to Plum Springs, Mel?
February 21st. 11 days.
You're there for 11 days or 11 days from
Nope.
today?
Leaving in 11 days. Going to be there for 12 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, you driving down?
Nope, flying. My
No,
son just left for Phoenix this morning because there's the waste management is on down there. So they're going down there, the golf.
They're going to watch with they think they might get 900,000 people
It's ridiculous.
at the
man.
record for 4 days. Yeah.
They purchased before they went, they purchased tickets. It's like I got in with my brother years ago. It was like $30 a ticket. You know what it was this year? 90
That's to watch golf.
just to get in and watch golf. You
See,
should, when you go there, Tom, it's like you see perfect for you. You see girls because it's a cowboy country, right? It's horses and
Boobs and boots. Boobs and boots.
You'll see girls in boots. You'll see girls in like nightgowns. You'll see guys in suits. You'll see guys in tank
So,
tops.
let me get this straight. So people actually pay to watch somebody else put a ball in a hole.
Yeah. And you drink and you eat, and it's an unbelievable.
Where's this at, Mel? Mel, where's this?
Scottsdale, Phoenix.
Ron, is that something? Now, Ron, is that something you'd like to do? Watch somebody put a ball in a hole?
Well, I don't know exactly that's the wording for it, but
Yeah. James, how about you? I got a feeling
I
you
love golf.
Oh, you like watching golf?
I like watch. I went twice. Just happened once with Buffalo and once with Dallas, we were playing the Coyotes and we were there for like 3 or 4 days, and right when the tournament was on.
Oh.
So it was,
You
we
ever
went,
played I played in some of the Buick Classics at Westchester years ago.
Little too much action for me. It's too action packed. I can't keep up with the play.
It's a lot more action than you think, Tom, because you're an individual playing, and when you're watching it, if you don't like golf, you'll hate watching it.
No, yeah.
You watch it for how they swing, where the ball goes, how they maneuver their shots, all that kind of stuff. There's a whole. When I was playing it, I loved playing it. I didn't play that much. I only played about 500 rounds a year.
Right.
For 15 years.
It's a big party, Tom. And also, golf has a connotation that you may like. You can grip down a couple inches on the shaft.
Oh.
You
You had your little nap there earlier in the show, and now you're all fired up.
know how golf started, right? Why it started with 18 holes.
Nope. We're gonna find out right now.
In Scotland, there was a bottle of whiskey that had 18 shots in it, and they would take a shot every hole. That's how they started the game, because of 18 holes, 18 shots.
This is the truth, not this is the true story.
Yeah, and then that's how it became 18 holes, and then they kind of like maneuvered around to 9 and 9, and all that stuff. But
No, they just had half of 18 was 9. So
well, that's because it's front 9 and back 9, Tom. That's just.
Yeah. And where did they come up with the name golf? Like, how did that start? Like, where did?
Well, they said they took golf because fuck was already taken.
So, Tom, in your heyday,
Yes,
18 shots. How would you be
That was-
reacting?
That was before.
I'd be gone. I'd be gone. I really was not a big guy on shots. I mean, I would do them because it was a team thing, but
yeah, but you drank
Whiskey.
vodka, or what did you drink?
I was more so. She's probably watching the show and she's devastated about the way you're talking about her.
Yeah.
So I'll have to now. I'm totally off my game here, and I'm gonna have to get on the phone and console her.
Okay, a bottle of what? You'd have a little bottle of.
Ron's mentioned Jack, and that did happen, but I'd say more of a vodka guy. And tequila, yeah. Like now it's all vodka and tequila.
But back in the day, you'd have a little Mickey
I was actually more of a beer drinker. I think probably the memory of the Jack Daniels comes up because if it was Jack Daniels, it was a memorable occasion.
So when you roomed with me, that bottle next to your bed, that was water.
This for show. It's like Mel's shirt.
We used to practice at Playland.
Yes.
We were going on the road, but a bus would take us to the airport, so we'd leave our cars there.
Right.
We would go to the deli and get a wedge or a hoagie or sandwich.
Yeah.
You would stop right next door to the deli, get something, then we'd come back and eat in the car in the parking lot at Playland. You remember those times?
Yes, I do.
And you had a little bottle of something.
Did I really?
And you had it in your bag that you were taking on the plane or on the bus if we were going to.
It's true. I can't, honest to God, James, I'm not doubting you in any way at all. I just don't remember what it was, but maybe that's a bad sign.
Okay.
Mike Rogers and I used to drive to the airport together, and we would, I think it was more of like a bottle of wine we'd get to drink.
Oh, God.
I know. Mikey Rogers was funny too, man. That little guy could drink too. Yeah. Mel, what about going across the border? Wasn't that a big issue going across the border?
What, to Plum Springs?
Yeah. Well, you got to go in the United States. It's the United States. So, like, you're in Canada.
Well, my son left this morning, like I said, to Phoenix. You have to you got to go to a place called Bon Voyage, get the test. They get you the test within 6 hours, sends out your email, and you have to show all that paperwork, vaccination, everything, potentially at the border. And then on the way home, you have to get a PCR test down at Walgreens or CVS or something. I think those are 110. So the government is making up money. They're gathering money back from all the.
Would it be cheaper to fly to Mexico than drive in?
To
You
Palm
don't need
Springs.
nothing to cross the south border. You just walk in.
I don't know. a couple of provinces that opened up, like Saskatchewan has opened up, Ontario's opened up.
Alberta has too.
Yeah, I
Alberta,
saw that.
yeah. So no vaccination cards needed, no proof of vaccination, none of that crap.
Does that mean that they'll have 100% capacity at the arenas?
Not yet. No, 50.
Yeah, it's still 50.
Like Montreal is 0, right? Quebec is 0.
And
Alberta-
Ontario is 0.
Yeah.
Because there's some talk about if it kept going like this, some of the teams like Toronto, those provinces would play games in the United States, their home games, to get some revenue. Right?
There still is. If I know I've heard by playoffs that they're not out open in Ontario, they're going somewhere else to play games. So-
I guess they're not having a home ice
I think
advantage.
it's getting better. I think it's getting better. I'm hoping by the 21st, you won't even need to prove you're vaccinated or negative to go across the border, but we'll see. Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I might be going to Palm Springs on the 18th, Mel.
You are going?
I think on the 18th till the 22nd or 22nd at night.
Hey, I got to take off, guys.
Okay, we'll end the show here too then. Thanks, James. Good seeing everybody.
We'll see you next time.
Mel will be in Clam Springs. We're just hoping upon hope that he'll be on the show next Thursday. That's all.
They got internet there.
Take it easy on Sunday, Tom. We don't want you getting hurt or hurting anybody, okay?
See everybody next week. Have a good Super Bowl.
See you guys.
Later.